Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield. Alright, guys, so we're at the Forsaken Inn here in the Lone Lands, and we're picking up quests right now, so let's do some more voiceovers and help some more people. Alright, so here we go. We got this man here.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Might I take a moment of your time? I am Gadarik Muntz. I remember a member of the Eglain. I trade artifacts found in the Lone Lands to the collectors in Bree in return for food and other necessities. Until recently, our trade has been brisk, but darkens as come to these lands, and our people, the Englade, face starvation and deal with murder. Goblins have crept into the Lone Lands and have made trade difficult. They attacked us, murdering many of our number, and seized many of our trade goods. Ruins of the ancient Arnor overlook a large valley to the southeast of the Forsaken Inn. Minas Irilio, that place is called, and it was long dear to my people. Would you go there and retrieve our trade bundles, and from crates that remain in return to me? The crates are all the remains of our lost collections. Sure, we could do that. We could definitely do that, right, my fellow Voice of the Rings members?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Might I take a moment of your time? My charge is clear. Revisit a measured vengeance upon the goblins. Still, I feel this is not enough. The goblins are responsible for the deaths of many. I want to revisit upon them, and they wrought upon us. I will pay you in trade and recognition among my people if you are willing to assist me in this endeavor. Any goblin from the northeast of this encampment to the depths of Minas Ariel will suffer as many will carry the proof that I desire. Scabbards, leather scabbards, used to house their murderous daggers. Seek out the goblins in the place and claim their scabbards. Return them to me, and I will see that you receive a fitting reward. Of course we can do that. When I try to hear them first talk, guys, I try to catch their voice. But sometimes it's hard to hold on to the whole thing, but that's my goal. I try to catch it and do my best to imitate it. It's also a little distracting. I love the background music like in this inn, but it's a little bit distracting sometimes. Just a little bit. But like his music playing is awesome. Alright. Maybe we just go over here. Do a different angle. You notice the sound changes. I don't know, you can get that in the video I'm making here. But the sound will actually change depending on where the sound is coming from. Another cool thing, like we talked about lighting in that other episode, right?
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you? That is his voice, something right there, kind of sad and somber. My people suffered such horrors as wargs tore through the ruins before the lashes of their masters. Ferocious and unyielding, the beasts devoured many members of my tribe, even as they lay dying. The beasts must be punished, and my people must find their strength again. The wargs dwell now among the ruins of Minas Irilio. I'll get this one later, guys. Irilio, the home they stole from my people. We must humiliate the enemy, take their tails, and show them they are weak. Hunt down the wargs, collect their tails, and bring them to me so I can see smiles once more upon the faces of those few that remain of my people. We will gladly get vengeance on those horrible wargs for you.
I don't know if you can help me.
I don't know if you can help me. Help me. Wow, he really went low there at the end part, didn't he? Interesting.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Might I take a moment of your time? Our people suffered an attack that cost many lives, and who knows how many more will be dead of the starvation before the year is spent. The goblins must pay for their foul treachery. Did they work with the goblins? I don't know about that word. You carry yourself as one familiar with battle. Would you go to the ruins of Minas Ariel, southeast of this inn, and destroy the goblins you find there? The Englade deserve vengeance. Agreed. We shall do that. Zolin Ironshield is on the case. Alright. So here's the innkeeper. Here's Antloff.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Might I take a moment of your time? Oh, good. You look to be an adventurer of sorts. I have a problem that I have hoping you might assist me with. It seems that some of the patrons have been complaining of terrible wailing noises coming from the walls and the floor in the basement. I'm sure it's nothing, but the business hasn't been great lately. What with the rumors that the inn is haunted. No, I'm too busy to waste my time on hogwash like that myself, but perhaps you might be interested in taking a look. If not else, you could confirm that it's a rumor and nothing more. I should warn you, though, the customers don't normally start complaining about the noises until about midnight, so you'll probably have to hang around here until then. I'll even throw in an ale as you can drink to help you pass the time. All you can drink ale, well, I drink a lot of root beer myself, but I'm not really an alcohol person myself, but maybe Zolin likes it.
I don't know if you can help me.
I don't know if you can help me. He's got an Irish or Scottish accent. And let's see if I can hang on to it, you know? Good day, minstrel. What do you need? Did I summon you here? Anyway, I don't know why I'm going into like a southern accent. Let's do it again here. Let me hear it one more time. One more time.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Might I take a moment of your time? Good day, minstrel. What do you need? Did I summon you? Anyway, it doesn't matter. My supplies have not come from Bree. I sent a cart out a week ago, or earlier. I'm not sure anymore. But I did send a cart. I know that. Now, where is it? Tell me that. The cart was traveling west towards Bree, and it should have come back by now. I want to know what happened to the supplies I sent to that cart's driver. I hope it wasn't the goblins. There are so many of them here now. Will you help me? Will you travel west towards Bree? Search both north and south and bring me any news you discover. We shall gladly do that. And also, I will try to work on my accents a little bit more. Alright.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Might I take a moment of your time? So, the voice actor does all these humans he did like the Scottish, like English. I don't quite know. I think it's like make them take a moment of your time. I think it's a Scottish accent. I will tell you my troubles, traveler, and see if you can lend me some assistance. Wait, let's hear his voice one more time.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Could I speak with you a moment? I will tell you of my troubles, traveler, and see if you can lend me your assistance. The Munson supplies me with pottery and the other trinkets found throughout the ruins in the Lone Lands. They count themselves folk of these lands, these Eglain, and they depend on such trade for their livelihood. Goblins have overrun the ruins where they are accustomed to gathering the pieces. They cannot collect the pottery shards I require, and I find my deliveries impossible to fulfill. If I cannot send a delivery of pottery to Mrs. Sandheaver in the town of Bree, I will not be paid. Sandheaver. Just pottery is funny. There is a valley beneath the ruins of Minas Rio, southeast of the Forsaken Inn, where the wolves have been known to prowl. There may be some shattered bits of pottery there, and perhaps some whole pieces as well. If you can bring me some, I will see you paid for your efforts. Sounds good. Do be careful. The lone lands never cease to be dangerous, especially in these troubled times. Sweet. Alright, we got another quest. Woo, we're getting all sorts of quests in this one, you guys. This whole episode's just been us in the Forsaken Inn talking to people. This is awesome, though. By the way, one thing fun about this season, real quick, for this playlist for me and a Voice of the Rings channel with the voiceovers, is that a lot of times when I play this game all through high school, I've been playing this game for like 14 years, right? Since I was like 12 years old. I don't even know how long. Never mind, doesn't matter. The point is, it's cool because I always used to just go right-click on people, pick up the quest, see what it said here to do, like where to go on the map, and I go do the quest, bring back, turn it, and done. I never read like the stories behind them, and they do so much work on the stories in this game. So that is one of our fun things, right? Seeing this world, hearing the music, seeing the lore and the stories that they do into these individual characters for quests. So that's why we're doing this, because it's fun. And I'm glad you're here with me, everybody. All right, here we go. Leva Dorilia. Here we go. It's another girl voice, guys. I'll do my best.
I don't know if you can help me.
I don't know if you can help me. Is that it? I think that's probably pretty close, you know? I'm not sure the server and the maid here at the Forsaken Inn. I am the server and the maid here at the Forsaken Inn. I'm also a fair hand with needle and thread. At the moment, Antloff has me making a special treat for the goblins of Anulus.
Okay, so like a treat as in... Well, let's read more.
I've been trying to finish this terrible little scarecrow for weeks, but there are none here willing to risk their lives against the goblins to bring me what I need to complete it. I have all the pieces I need except cloth from enough goblin tabards to complete the scarecrow.
Oh, I get it. They're putting it to scare goblins away.
If you are willing, go to the ruins of Minas Rio to the southeast, or to the plains of Anulos, and bring me some tabards from the goblins here, so I can finish this dreadful thing.
We'd be glad to do that. Ho-ho! We'd be glad to help you in distress, maiden. Alright. We'll do that one as well. And then, let's see, Antloff the Forlorn. He has a quest we actually do. Excellent. Okay, so this is an instance. Let's hit this and do this one real quick. Excellent! You'll help me? Fine, fine. All right. The free ale? Once I start to pour, time will just pass away, and before you know it, it'll be midnight. Just sit back and enjoy. Dun dun dun. So we're gonna... Oh, is this actually the... Oh, this is the actual instance. You know what? We're actually not going to do this one right now, you guys, because that will take a while. That'll be like a 30-40 minute instance. If you guys want me to do an episode on an instance like that, or instances for storylines, because they actually do have lore, but of course you're seeing a lot of battling. So I don't know if you want me to just like leave a comment. Do you want just like I could do an instance and record the end, you know? And then we'll go into returning the question and then keep doing an episode? Or do you want a whole episode on just instance, like the Forsaken Inn instance, which is usually like a 30-minute. So it'd probably be a long episode, or I could do a different playlist on the channel for that. So, you know, leave a comment. What do you think? What do you like? Give me ideas. I'll figure it out myself, but give me ideas what you like.
What do you need?
And you comment right now, at least when I'm making these, you're not having much competition, so I will definitely take your ideas into consideration. Alright, we're going to put that on. Heck yeah, we got a little bit new armor. Alright, so...
What do you need?
What do you need? I would like to sell this to you, little hobbit man. Alright, let's go talk to the ranger. Let's talk to Canedith. So a lot of our quests, I'm going to pop up in the map real quick, show you guys what our ideas. Okay, so our goals are, a lot of our quests are going to be down here in Minas Ariel? Ariel? It's not Ariel. Stop the mermaid. Ariel. Ariel. I don't know, guys. I'm butchering that name. I'm sorry. Anulos. So a lot of requests around here. There's some things at the end of the road here. Oh, there's actually like some cards we have to go get. A lot of these I'm going to go do, but I want to show you the area. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go to, I think we're going to ride over to the Ranger. Actually, you know what we do? No. We're going to ride into here to Minas whatever. And then I'll show you it real quick. And then for this chapter, so I'm going to go and do some writing here. We will do a quest for a minute here. And then I'll show you it at the end of this episode. And then what I'll do is we'll do a quick look through it. And then I will go and do all the quests in there because it's going to take like 25-30 minutes probably by itself, just battling and killing things and collecting all these items and teeth and, you know, scabbards and tabards. The goblins' clothes, the goblins' scabbards. I'm basically just being slaughtering all these bad goblins. So we'll do a little bit of fighting right now, so because I know some of you probably like the fighting stuff. It's fun, and we have our harp, which we didn't use last episode, so we're going to use it this episode. There we go. Let's kill some goblins. Come at us, goblin. Aha. Fira. Harp. I feel like harp is a better healing thing. But there we go. So we killed a goblin guard, we got a scabbard, we got a tabard. We got another quest too. The pendant sparkles in the sun. This is no goblin-made item. The craft is too symmetrical and clean. Someone has recently lost this item. Perhaps Candace or someone at the Forsaken Inn knows something about this object. Alright, so that's a pickup quest. We picked up an item off the ground and got a quest. Which is why I wrote it in the announcer's voice, the narrator of our story. He has this sort of sound. He narrates, look at those beautiful clouds. Aren't they great? And then we got a normal voice. And then we got Solid Iron Shield. The Dwarf God. Normally play a Guardian class, but I thought Voice of the Rings, it would make sense to be a minstrel for this one, right? Also, minstrels kill things really fast once they get stronger, higher level. We do a lot of damage, a lot of magic damage, like light damage. Alright, so as you can see, there's a great shot of the weather top. Gee, let me figure out the word. So see, we're looking straight through this little crack to weather top there. This is the area we're going to do a lot of our quests. So what I'm going to do is, there's the valley down there. So I'm actually just going to go in, this is like the front door. So we'll get in fighting a little bit. I'll show you the inside. And then next one we will pop out and I will. And I'm not going to show you guys, but I'm going to go back towards the Migwater Marshes over here. And I'm going to do, it's underneath, I can't show you, I'm sorry, it's underneath my picture. But it's right, it's underneath my camera. But it's right there at the bottom of the Migwater Marshes, to the right, to the left of the Forsaken Inn. As you can see, it's right over there. Let me go over here, just back to the edge. So we're going to do that. You say I play this game a long time. I'm talking to you, showing things as I'm killing a goblin. But, yeah, so I'm going to do all those quests in between the episodes. Because I don't want you to have to watch all the battling. The whole part of this series, right? I say it over and over, and I will continue to say it, is that our goal is to have fun with the stories, and see the scenery, and see stuff. But I want you to be able to see inside this fortress, this ruin of Arnor, so it's kind of cool. You gotta appreciate it, even though it's just a questing area, right? Gosh, I have the combat down at 45% of the volume, and it's still up. I almost died to them. Why are they so powerful? Alright, heal myself up. Alright, so let's look inside here. Alright, sweet. So here's some of the trade bundles. Remember his stuff got stolen? The Engline, whatever their names are. So look at, here's some of the old fortress ruins of Arnor. As you can see, they're pretty cool. You can see they're definitely Arnor, the way they have these, like, if you notice right here. Look, if you look up past these stairs I'm pointing at, right? These stars with my mouse, see? I'll try to get a little closer. I'm gonna aggro that goblin though. See if you can notice there's like these stars and stuff, you know, like the stars on the king. The crown of like Aragon, right? Elendil and all those kings, they have the crowns and like the stars that are over the white tree of Gondor. Everyone knows the white tree of Gondor symbol is, I hope. But if you don't, just Google it. It'll pop right up. It's got like 7 stars over the tree. Alright, beat up that goblin. Yeah, go die in a hole, you treacherous little monsters that killed all those poor people. Those poor people. So anyway, there we go. So yeah, look at this. It's the ruins of Arnor. Again, remember, the Lone Land, Breland, all of these resided in the borders of Arnor back in the Second Age. So a lot of these ruins you see are the people of Breland. They're from left over from the city of Arnor, which was actually like a grander, like equal to or grander than Minas Tirith and Gondor. Like, because the Gondor was settled by the Honorian sons of, I forget his name, Eladin's the younger one, but, oh my gosh, he's about to kill me. Okay, I got him. But Arnor was settled by their father, right? When the Númenóreans came over here and escaped from Númenor, when they were, most of the Númenóreans turned and started worshipping, from Sauron deceiving them, worshipping Morgoth, right? Basically the fallen, angel god of under Ivar, the true god, right? The main god. But yeah, so they basically betrayed a lot of the Honorians, started worshipping Morgoth, and they were like, oh crap, they're worshipping Morgoth, right? Like, so the true stayed true to Ivar, right? And they're like, we're not going to worship a false god, basically. Worship this guy who's under Ivar, the true god. And oh, I'm sorry, Iluvatar. I don't know why I'm saying Ivar. Iluvatar is the true god. Ivar's the freaking blood hand guy we've been playing in our series. Never mind. Sorry. Forget that. Strike that. It's not Ivar, guys. It's Iluvatar. Is the original is god in Lord of the Rings. Iluvatar. Morgoth is right though. Morgoth is basically Sauron's master, right? He was one of the original. But anyway, these are cool lore things. If you like these kind of lore things, go check out Nerd of the Rings channel, guys. It's awesome. He has all sorts of videos on this stuff. But anyway, back to my original point. So they escaped Arnor when it was being sucked into the ocean by Iluvatar, because Iluvatar was like, I don't think so. You're not going to start traitors because Sauron told you. So, but he allowed the sons that were true to leave on their boats and come to Middle-earth from the ocean, right? And then I think the one, I can't think of the name, but the one other god that's, or a super angel or god, whatever you want to describe it to our, real stuff in real life, right? But it basically, he was like the water god, and he's under Iluvatar still though, but he was good, and he helped push them to Middle-earth when Iluvatar was destroying Arnor. I mean, not Arnor, destroying Númenor. The island. Even though they're Númenóreans, the island was the country of Númenor, and it was an island called Númenor. Everything was Númenor, I'm pretty sure. I don't think the island had a name. Might have had a name, so. I'm doing this all off the top of my head, guys, so don't judge me. You can write in the comments, or just know that just go look it up. There's lots of sources on that. But Nerd of the Rings, great channel. He's giving me lots of pointers to help me set up my channel, so he's a great guy. So definitely, go subscribe and like his channel too. And like and subscribe to my channel too. Yeah! Alright guys, so I think I want to give you just, now that we've had a fun little talk about Arnor, and the fall of Arnor. And Arnor fell later, because of the Witch King. Way later, in the end of the Second Age or the Third Age. I think the Third Age, sometimes early. But yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a good view. I'm going to be going through here. There's a little valley down back here. I'm going to do all these quests, get all these done. And then we'll come back and we'll turn all of them in the next episode. And I will also, and then we'll talk to the ranger, continue our story quests. So again, thank you for joining me. I'm your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield. It's also a great shot of Weathertop. Which one of these episodes, I think we'll run to the top of Weathertop and see the top of Weathertop, see the view from mountaintop. Because the views are actually pretty darn good in this game. Especially with my computer, I can do it at pretty high graphics. Basically the max this game can do. It will always look better if you have a better graphics card and stuff, obviously, and a better screen. But I'm recording this in 2 and 4K, and I have a really good graphics card and stuff, so you're probably seeing pretty good to what it looks like. If it's fully buffered. If my video just came out, it's not finished buffering 2K, it might not look as fully as good, but you know, just wait. It'll be buffered. It takes a day or so. YouTube. Alright, well anyway, thank you for joining me, my friends, and thank you for hearing my little lecture, my little history lesson on Arnor. And I am your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next episode of A LOTRO Tale. Until next time we meet, good day, my friends.